For decades, when you thought of Nigeria's wealth, you thought of one thing: oil. For more than 30 years, oil has paid the bills, making up over 70% of government revenue and 90% of export earnings. This dependence has definitely powered the nation, but it's also left it exposed to the shocks of a crazy global market. But that picture is starting to change, and it's because of a different kind of treasure buried deep beneath Nigerian soil. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar trove of rare earth minerals. These are essential for the very technology you're using to watch this video. A brand new $400 million key is about to unlock it all, creating a massive opportunity that smart investors are already jumping on. This isn't just another resource discovery, it's a potential paradigm shift. Stay with us to see how Nigeria is getting ready to become a global player in the minerals that are going to define our future. The global hunger for a new kind of gold. So, what exactly are these rare earth minerals, and why is the world suddenly so interested? Rare earth elements, or REs, are a group of 17 metals that, believe it or not, aren't actually that rare. What's hard is finding them in concentrations high enough to make mining profitable. And what they can do is pretty incredible. These are the secret ingredients of our modern world. Think of the neodymium in an electric vehicle's motor, or the wind turbines in a green power grid, or the yttrium and europium that make the colors on your phone and TV screen pop. They're critical for everything from advanced military hardware to medical scanners. For years, one country, China, has dominated the global supply, leaving everyone else in a pretty vulnerable position. This has created a lot of geopolitical tension and sent countries and companies scrambling to find other, more stable sources. They need new partners, new deposits, and new opportunities to get a secure supply of the building blocks for the future. And that worldwide search has led them right to West Africa, specifically to Nigeria. This is the heart of the opportunity. A world desperate for critical minerals is looking for suppliers, and Nigeria is stepping up to the plate. The discovery of a multi-billion-dollar treasure. For Nigeria, a country actively trying to move its economy beyond oil, this couldn't have come at a better time. The amount of what they've found is just staggering. According to the United States Geological Survey, Nigeria has an estimated 6 million tons of monazite or reserves, which is a major source for many of these rare earth elements. And these deposits aren't just in one spot. They're spread across the country in states like Bauchi, Plateau, and Nasarawa. And this isn't just some number on a piece of paper. Production is already ramping up fast. In 2024, Nigeria produced 13,000 metric tons of rare earths. To give you some context, that's a huge jump from the year before, and it puts Nigeria firmly on the map as a significant emerging producer, with an output that now matches that of Australia. Beyond just rare earths, Nigeria's land is also rich in other critical minerals, like zircon, which is essential for ceramics and even the nuclear industry, and ilmenite, a key source of titanium. So this isn't just one discovery, it's a whole portfolio of some of the planet's most in-demand materials. What investors need to know is that we're right at the beginning of this story. For decades, everyone knew these resources were there, but they were largely untouched. Well, that's over. Overcoming the hurdles of the past. Now, it's fair to be a little skeptical. The story of resource wealth in Africa has often been complicated. Problems like illegal mining, poor infrastructure, and governance have held back development in the past, and Nigeria has had its share of these issues. A lot of the country's mining has been done by artisanal miners who use small-scale, often basic methods. While this informal approach gives people a way to make a living, it's not very efficient and doesn't capture the real value of the minerals. Plus, the old practice of just exporting raw ore means that the most profitable part of the business, the refining and processing, happens in another country. But what makes this moment different is a serious push by the Nigerian government to tackle these problems head-on. There's a clear understanding that to bring in major, long-term investment, things have to change. President Bola Tinubu's administration has made adding value locally a core part of its economic policy. The government is rolling out major reforms to clean up the sector, make getting mining licenses easier, and create a secure and transparent environment for foreign investors. This isn't just talk. These reforms are causing a huge shift in investor confidence and laying the groundwork for the most important part of this story, the real game changer. the $400 million key to unlocking the wealth. This is where the story gets really interesting. In June 2025, the Nigerian government announced it was backing a massive $400 million foreign direct investment to build what's set to be Africa's largest processing plant for rare earth and critical minerals. This is the development that changes everything. Located in Nasarawa State, a center of this mineral wealth, the project is being led by Hazardins Commodities Limited, a company that specializes in these exact kinds of strategic minerals. And this isn't just a proposal, it's a concrete expansion. The new facility will add a processing capacity of 12,000 tons per year to the company's existing 6,000-ton capacity, bringing their total to a huge 18,000 tons annually. So what does that actually mean? It means that for the first time, Nigeria will be able to process its rare earth minerals on a massive scale right at home. This is what value addition is all about. Instead of digging up rocks and shipping them overseas for a fraction of their potential value, Nigeria will now be producing the high-purity, refined materials that tech companies around the world are desperate to buy. This keeps a much bigger piece of the profit inside Nigeria's economy. The economic ripple effects are enormous. The plant is expected to create over 10,000 jobs across the country, which will also bring in new skills and technology. Hazardins is also committed to helping local communities by setting up regional separation centers and giving training and equipment to artisanal miners. This approach helps local communities boost their income and builds a more sustainable and inclusive industry from the bottom up. The government has promised its full support, viewing this project as the key to turning Nigeria's mineral wealth into a real engine for industrial growth. The ground floor investment opportunity for you. So, what does all this mean for you? The potential investor, the market watcher, or just the curious global citizen? It means a window of opportunity is opening, and it's opening right now. The $400 million processing plant isn't happening in a bubble. It's the main attraction in a much bigger wave of investment. The solid minerals sector in Nasarawa State alone is seeing over $800 million in foreign investment, including other major projects in lithium processing. Another $600 million lithium processing plant is being developed along Kaduna/Niger State's border. These point to a powerful trend and a widespread belief in the region's potential. The Nigerian government is actively looking for international partners. Reforms are making the investment climate more appealing than ever, with a focus on transparency, simpler licensing, and investor protection. For decades, the story about Nigeria was oil. But today, a new, more diverse story is being written. The government has set a bold goal to increase the mining sector's contribution to GDP from less than 1% today to 10% by 2026. This shows you just how much growth they're aiming for. The key takeaway is that Nigeria is strategically setting itself up as a reliable alternative in the global supply chain for critical minerals. As companies that make EVs, electronics, and green energy technology try to rely less on single suppliers, they're looking for new options to lower their risk. Nigeria is stepping onto the world stage with huge reserves, a supportive government, and now, a world-class processing infrastructure. For anyone with the foresight to see where things are headed, this is a ground floor opportunity to get into a sector that is set for explosive growth. This story is still being written. The groundbreaking for the new plant is just the start of a new chapter for Nigeria's economy. As this project moves forward, it will absolutely create new ways to invest, both directly in mining and in the businesses that will support it. To stay on top of this incredible opportunity, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell. We'll be keeping a close eye on the Nasarawa plant and bringing you the latest updates as Nigeria's rare earth mineral wealth gets unlocked. Conclusion. Imagine a Nigeria powered not just by oil, but by the very elements that are building our technological future. We are watching a nation at a turning point, using its natural gifts to build a new way forward. With huge, high-grade reserves, a government that's all in on reform, and a game-changing industrial plant, all the pieces are coming together. The shift is happening. The wealth is real. And for those who are paying attention, Nigeria's rare earth sector is an opportunity that you just can't ignore. Thanks for watching.